they tested it as producing 120 volts at 80 amps. So this is kind of small for something that's coming out of a 7 amp hour 12 volt battery. So these things become self-sufficient when that happens, because all you have to do is have an extra tap off of the thing there, and that will produce more electricity than is required to run the device. So once you get that initial ignition going, it's self-sustaining. And there's no moving parts here, and if you stay within the tolerance of the parts, it will probably last for a very long time.
Okay. Am I right if I think that one bar is positive?
Oh, you see the one that extra wire that's in there? That's something that Tom Bearden didn't have. But how that happened was I used the wire that you use to hook up speaker systems. The reason for it was the fact that it was multi-stranded. And I thought, well, I would just have to pull these apart in order to get a single wire so that the thing will work. So I decided to leave the second wire in there and turn it into an antenna system for, whoop! It's charged right now. It's running right now off of that. Anybody care to come up and touch it? It's kind of like touching a thing you poke cows with.
Am I right if I think that one wire is on positive and the other wire is on
Well, what it does, it boosts the ambient background that it's exposed to, so it supercharges it. This thing puts out, well, Bearden was getting a 1.8, I think, on the return on it. Well, this one will get maybe about 20 or 30 times that. And it's probably due to that little antenna wire there that I just accidentally touched.
So
it's high frequency, that's why it didn't kill me.
Is that a battery on the left? What do we have here on the left?
What's the circuit?
Say again, please.
Battery? Is that a battery?
It doesn't even have battery on it right now. It's running.
Transformer.
It's running at full force. I mean,
Wow.
to tell you, it's like getting hit with a cattle prod thing.
Okay.
And no battery.
I would just.
If anybody cares to test me on that, well, they're entirely welcome.
Clip a neon bulb to it. Can you explain the components?
And how this came about, I won't be able to hear you very well, so you'll have to get me later with your questions. But how this came about, you see the toroid that's in there? The United States government bought a lot of those things out of Alamogordo, New Mexico, and they paid about $10,000 a piece for them. And I found a whole box full of them in a surplus place. I didn't have the slightest idea of what they were or what they were used for, and I didn't know what met glass was at that time. No one else did either, because it was highly classified. And when Signal and the other people declassified it, well, that's the first time I realized what I actually had, because what they what this is, it's a toroid, but you make it with tape of, it's a metal tape, silicone steel type thing, and you wrap it around a form, and you get any size or shape or form, whether round or square or oblong or whatever, and that's how you get the toroids. I have some of these that are 14 inches in diameter, and they probably cost the government probably $500,000 a piece, and I've got 6 of them. And in my website, you'll see a large round toroid that's on a little push cart, and it's got a Tesla coil built on that thing. Well, what happens there when you do that, it's a cyclotron type deal, and once you get the electrical field circulating in that closed system there. You can put other coils around it, however many of you want, and you're not taking electricity. None of the electricity that started out in the system ever gets through it. It's the point A and point B thing where you get electrons jumping up and down at point A, and they do not go from point A to point B. At point B, they jump up and down in resonance to the ones at point A. That's your resonant energy type thing. So once you get the resonant energy type thing going, and you get the magnetic fields going and that sort of thing, well, you can tap off of that system without taking away from it. And you can take off as many other coils as you can get into the area or onto the system. You can take that much off, and it's not affecting what's being put in any respect. And it's highly obvious, and it also people will tell you can't do this sort of thing, but you've already seen one example here when I got shocked just a minute ago. And those that are skeptical about it, I invite you to come up and touch the thing here and tell us that it's not working.
Well, we've done some experience too with those kind of coil with two wires on.
You have to kind of shout at me.
We thought the same thing as you. We had the speaker
on
wire.
your questions, what we probably have to do is wait until question and answer session, and then I'll try to get you one at one. And if that don't work, I've got a website and I've got an email address, and you can ask me on that, and I'll answer you and put it on the Yahoo thing so that everybody will see your question and your answer.
If you want it.
So that may be the best way to do it.
We can have somebody come up. We can have somebody come up here and ask you the question.
Yeah, if they would like to come up individually, and that's how I learn. That's when you guys ask me questions. Well, that's how I learn some more. So I not only know what I know, but I end up knowing what you know. So this is one device.
Okay. Have you experimented?
Working from photograph there, the pancake type deal, is that what you want to ask about?
Yes.
And you want some general statements on it as to why it works and how it works and that sort of thing? Okay, whenever you take a coil, and instead of being a normal, let me put this down before I touch it again. In a coil system, like in a normal Tesla coil, they're normally high and skinny and that sort of thing. That's the wrong way to go if you're wanting amps and stuff, because the length is volts and the diameter is amps. So if you get the right combination of this versus this, then you've got plenty of amps and plenty of volts. So, and also, depending on how you tap onto the coil, will determine whether you get amperage. But there's the same amount of amps there as there are volts, because in the magnetic system that's driving it, it has to be equal and opposite. That's your Lenz's law, you know, it's equal and opposite. So that means that your one of those is your magnetic or your field, and the other is the electrical field. And the magnetic field is amps.
Okay. And what about bifilar coil?
On the
A bipolar coil.
Bifilar coil.
how does it magnify? What's the ratio? Okay, whenever the center of the pancake coil is a certain size, and the outer ring is a certain size, and then the L1 coil is maybe a couple of turns on the outside of it. So the ratio of the diameter of the inside versus the outside turn on it is the improvement or the advantage that you gain by doing it that way. So in the one that's in the picture in the book there, the ratio is 1 to 5. So not only do you get the L1 and L2 gain, you get 5 times that. So that's the advantage of pancake coil.
But they are one wire or B wire?
The outside, well, the L1 wire should be an even division of whatever the length of the L2 is. That way they're able to talk to each other. The frequency, if you worry about the frequency, don't worry about that. Just build the thing so it looks nice and make an even division, even multiple or even division of the lengths of the wires that you want to talk to each other, and they'll be talking to each other.
What's the ratio?
The ratio in the case of the one that's in the book is 1 to 5. So it's 5 times what, plus the fact that it's a normal Tesla coil. Your normal gain times 5.
Do you ever do quarter of the wavelength like Tesla did?
And what?
Do you ever do quarter of the wavelength like Tesla did for his coils?
They will be able to talk to each other, and you can calculate the wavelength because you take the speed of light and divide that by a certain factor, and that will tell you how long the wire will be for a certain frequency. What I did on that particular one, I used about 200 megahertz, which meant the wire was going to be about 18 to 20 feet long. I think it was 18 something. And then once I had the main frequency set up, then I made the other coil. So as long as it's a even division or a multiple of, whichever way you go, they're going to talk to each other, and that's all you need.